Now's a good time to remember where tequila's story truly began. In 1795, Cuervo invented tequila.
Cuervo.
What are you doing here?
Cuervo. Anytime someone says Cuervo, I show up.
Well, I do know that to be true, but even during ad reads, like...
Cuervo.
I think he could lay out, especially for one of our great partners.
Sweet, delicious Cuervo.
Since then, Cuervo has stayed true to its roots. The same family, the same land, the same passion.
Cuervo.
So, enjoy the tequila that started it all. Cuervo.
Cuervo.
The tequila that invented tequila. Proximo. Cuervo.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cuervo.
Welcome to the Big Suey, presented by DraftKings,
Why are you listening to this show?
the podcast that seems very similar to the other Dan Le Batard podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for that.
In fact, the only difference seems to be this imaging.
I have been tempted in restaurants just walking past tables to grab somebody's fries that if they're just there. That hasn't happened to you guys?
I've done it.
And now, here's the marching man to nowhere, Fat Face, and the habitual liar.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, play action there.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah.
Oh, because he's going to run. No, he's throwing it. The crown is yours. Zaz.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this over the weekend also.
I see everything.
John Morant.
Yeah,
You see this whole John Morant
I
hubbub?
did. I did. Of course I saw what's going on with John Morant.
So if you could, for the audience, summarize what's happening with John Morant in Memphis. By the way, a mere months after their GM came out and very strongly said any talk about him being on the block is irresponsible and
Well-
he's our guy, 10 toes down and all that shit.
Well, I'll start out by telling you he's 100% going to get traded. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you.
100%?
100%.
Not 95.
For this to happen, what are we talking? 6 games into the
6 games
season.
in.
And we're already doing the bullshit, all right? And if you don't know what the bullshit is, so let's play the clip for you. This is John Morant post-game a couple nights ago. It was a loss, right? It was a loss.
Yep.
He only played, he's averaging a season low in minutes, career low in minutes right now. He's averaging like 28 minutes per game. It was a game he really struggled. He was like 3 for 14 from the floor. I don't think he played down the stretch. And apparently there was a discourse between the coach, Tomas Isalo, and John Morant. And then shortly after that, here's John with the reporters.
What went wrong to you today?
Go ask the coaching staff.
Do you feel like, it was anything you could do differently, I guess?
You go ask them. They had a whole spiel in here, so.
From the outside, and the outside may be wrong, but from the outside, it didn't look like you had your usual energy tonight.
Go ask the coaching staff why.
Okay. You feel like you should play more?
Go ask the coaching staff. Should I play more or not?
What could have been done different to get a different outcome other than asking the coaching staff?
According to them, probably don't play me, honestly. That's what basically the message was after, so.
It's cool. The coaching staff message with us?
It's cool, bro.
We good? You didn't have anything physically wrong in terms of illness or anything?
I'm
We're under the
fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right.
All right,
So-
this is a child.
Yeah, let me clean up a few things. Number one, I think this is one of those instances. A lot of times when you hear these terse answers, people think, "Oh, the player hates the media, or the media have been jerks." Whatever.
No, that's not.
This is not about the media.
No.
This is him trying to, in his mind, I think, give sanitized answers to cover the incendiary remarks that he really wants to make, and he ends up getting suspended. I don't believe he got suspended for those remarks. I think he got suspended because
for what took place right before that.
The
apparently.
unsanitized version of the remarks that he delivered directly to the coaching staff. And
by the way, the remarks he delivered to the coaching staff was apparently because new head coach Tomas Isalo, who apparently challenged him in the locker room about A, his leadership, and B, his efforts, and then John Morant's response was deemed inappropriate. And let me also add, on Amazon, on the Prime Games that night, their post-game show, which is like Blake Griffin and Udonis Haslem, and Blake Griffin went at John Morant with video evidence and everything, how his effort was really, really poor in this game.
I just want to point out not only career lows in minutes, but also in field goal percentage, in assists, and 3-point percentage. He's having the worst year of his career right now.
I mean, this is a player who, like, leadership-wise, has been a disaster off the court. Okay. Has done 0 winnings. Been out the first round 1 time in his career. Last year was out for a lot of the season. Team played well. When he came back, didn't like the style of play that they were playing. Got the coach fired. All right, and now 6 games into this year, we're doing the bullshit? Come on.
I don't know if he got the coach fired. I'm not going to go that far. The coach got fired, sure. But I think one of the things that's really important in the league, everything you say about Ja, yes, he bears responsibility for it. But for the best player in this franchise, right, for him 6 games in to have this kind of loggerheads with the coaching staff.
It's ridiculous.
It's a two-way street, though, right? I think one of the big things for an NBA coach is you have to connect with your star player, and it has to happen pretty much the moment you got the job, for sure, but day 1 of the offseason where it's officially mine, and now I get to shape it the way I want to. He should have been with Ja every day, because if you haven't sold your vision to your best player, I don't give a damn how good of a coach you are, your X's and O's, your brilliance. If your best player, it's not just the best player because we have a bad team and he just happens to be the best. He's a really good player. If he's not bought in, then none of it matters after that. And so I got to put some of it on the coaching staff, because clearly y'all hadn't sold the vision. 6 games in. Now, if 40 games in, he's like, I don't think this is working. That's different. But 6 games in, you haven't tried, I don't think.
It feels like the distinction was made that it's like Jaren Jackson Jr.'s team more so than it is John Morant's team, right? Like, it feels like the vision was sold to Jaren Jackson Jr. and they want to start building around what he does more than what John Morant is doing. And, like, you can't give a half-ass, piss-poor effort and expect everything to be okay. Like, he knew what he was doing. He knew the repercussions of what was going to happen.
And what kind of buster coach is it to not confront what's supposed to be the best player, the leader?
If you don't do it, you're a sucker.
Yeah, a total buster if you don't call him out after that kind of effort.
No, of course. I guess my thing is 6 games in, and that's the reaction you're getting from him. Clearly, there was no sell job earlier.
But you know what? Let me ask you this, all right?
Yeah.
Why does there have to be this all-out sell job by the new coach to Ja Morant when they've done no winning? Like, imagine if the Florida Panthers, and I'll give a local example. Imagine if the Panthers coming off of the most points in the regular season, and they bring in a new coach who completely changes the style of play. And guess what? For most of that regular season, they were mediocre. Like, why didn't any of the Panther leaders or best players come out challenging their new head coach who changed everything? Like, why can't the coach the team?
There's a couple. Matthew Tkachuk's dad did.
there's a couple of things. Number one.
All right, but at least Matthew Tkachuk's dad did after game like 75.
This is what I would say. Number one is the coach came in with a resume.
The Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers coach came in with a resume. In professional sports, but in the NBA specifically, like there is a level of like, who the hell are you? Right? And it's a reason why people say, oh, why do these former players keep getting jobs? Because players will listen to former players. At least when the door opens and you walk in and you're a former player, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, you might lose the benefit of the doubt when you start opening your mouth, but they'll give you that. If you're not a former player, then the stakes get a lot higher. So you have to have been probably an assistant a lot of places for a long time, because what ends up happening is guys say, your new coach is Jonathan Zaslow. And then they call, yo, man, who the hell is Jonathan Zaslow? Yo, you were in Miami. Was he there? Yeah, man, he's good. He's really good. A word? Okay. Now I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
They would say that about me.
Now,
two-time champion.
Coach Isalo, he's very experienced, but he coached over there in Europe. And by the way, in Finland. So it's not like he was in Spain. And I remember so-and-so played with me in Chicago. He played for him in Spain. You don't have a lot of people who will vouch for you. So you come in, and I go back to, your X's and O's might be salient. It might be right. Yeah, build it over around Jaren Jackson. We're going to play this way. But if you don't come in with the stamp of approval, we're not going to listen to you. David Blatt was one of the winningest coaches internationally, anywhere. Objectively, a great coach on every level. He came here, and these guys are like, who the hell are you? And he didn't take the time to build that reputation or that rapport with players. And so they ended up running him out. And he was successful. He was 30-11 when they fired him. So, it sounds unfair, but man, this happens every year in the NBA. I keep saying it. Your number one ability as a head coach is for people to listen to you. If they don't do that, you're kind of screwed. Now, if the organization is like, yeah, we kind of been trying to move off a Ja anyway, that's a different story for coach. But if that's not the situation, like these are our cornerstones, and one of your cornerstones says, to hell with this, then you haven't done a good enough job selling your vision.
In this specific instance with this specific team and this specific player, when has it ever been Ja's fault? When has Ja ever taken any kind of responsibility?
I mean, I think...
The gun thing.
Yeah.
He did?
I mean, it didn't reach satisfactory levels
the second
for
time.
certain folks.
The second time he did.
Yeah.
The first time, no. The second time, then he was like, yeah.
It's kind of where I want to go with the conversation because Ja Morant had the world by the balls. He was christened as the next guy.
Yeah.
It had been a while since you had an American basketball player be that kind of star.
So likable.
He had a rocket ship attached to his back. And now, several years later, it seems like a bygone era. He had a real opportunity there to be a face of the league, if not the face. And now this is going down a weird, Stephon Marbury type of path where you wonder what could have been. Is this guy going to be a journeyman? Or a bunch of teams going to try their hand at seeing if this guy can be that kind of pro?
There are going to be teams that line up for it.
Well, you got one on your shirt. The internet likes to think that this is a perfect fit.
I'm glad you said that because I wouldn't go in that direction, me personally, but the Heat are 1,000% going to try and trade for him.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they're culture fit. What do you think of that?
I think Pat Riley's going to try and hold, but eventually.
Folks, listen up. Guy Fieri's got culinary chaos on his Christmas list. Don't miss the brand new series, Tournament of Champions All-Star Christmas on Food Network. For the first time ever, superstar chef duos will go head-to-head in high-pressure, high-flavor matchups, all for charity. Get ready as game day intensity meets holiday heat in the biggest culinary competition of the season. It's TOC like you've never seen before. Don't miss Tournament of Champions All-Star Christmas. Series premieres November 5th at 8 only on Food Network. Stream it the next day on HBO Max.
What does Zyn give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but real freedom. Freedom to do what you love and choose your rewards. With Zyn Rewards, you can redeem points for premium tech, outdoor gear, and gift cards to your favorite retailers. Find your Zyn and keep finding rewards that fit your lifestyle at zyn.com/rewards. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Oh, the football season. Cruel beast. Sometimes it gives, sometimes it rips away, sometimes you got good times, sometimes you got bad times. But one thing that'll always lift your spirit is making it Miller time. Because game day just hits different with Miller Lite in your hand. 50 years of great taste, simple ingredients, and that iconic golden color that you can spot from across the room. It's a real eye catcher, folks. And here's the kicker. Just 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 5 decades later. So, whatever your game day looks like, remember Miller time is always a good time. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Don Batard.
John, can you rate my Al Pacino from that billiard scene in Carlito's Way if I do it for you? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stugotz.
You think you're big time? Or you're gonna die! Big time!
That is on my infamous scale of 1 to 10. That's a 7.6.
Solid.
Good job.
Good
job. Good job. That's a Suey nominee right there.
Good. Yeah.
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Is the other issue too is like there's no adult in the room in Memphis, right? You look around, like Desmond Bane was kind of that guy. Jaren Jackson Jr. not really that guy. John Morant not that guy.
Like they pay you to be the leader of the team. Why can't he be the adult?
But you need, I mean, you need good vets in your locker room, guys that are going to make sure that you're on the up and up and doing things the right way. And it feels like Memphis doesn't have that, or at least anybody of note or repute that would actually be worth listening to.
I would say absolutely going back to the original gun thing. Like there were warning signs leading up to that, notably the incident with the Indiana Pacers and their bus claiming
and the
that
loading dock. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I forgot about that one. That was a bad scene.
Like those are all things I get it. Again, I'm very much for personal responsibility, and Ja has not behaved the way he should have, and I don't think his supporting circle. I think his father at some point, which is ironic because I remember interviewing John Morant before the draft. And we asked him, why do you think you're going to be successful in the league? You know, you came from a small school and all that. And he said, because my father is my biggest hater. And I said, what? He said, my father, all my life, everything I've done. He's like, that's not good enough. You think so? And basically keeping him grounded. And I was like, wow, that's a really cool, interesting dynamic.
He's got Kushlash.
And then it just flipped. The kid makes a draft, makes a league. And now the father is like a cheerleader, just like, yeah, let the good times roll. And that was one of those things where I'm like, yo, if your inner circle doesn't have people who check you, that's an issue. Beyond that, every NBA organization, when you get a star player who is a rookie, I say the same thing every single time. No matter how entitled that kid is, the reality is they don't know what the NBA is. They have no idea. Whatever you do, they're going to assume that this is the NBA. So if you come in and act like he's a savior and give him every concession, let you take the third bus, which I didn't even know existed until recently, do all these kind of concessions so that they can do whatever they want, you can't then come back later and be like, hey, okay, enough of this. It's my shit right here. You on my plane. I'll fly it, right? The only thing that seems to reset that for guys is getting traded. Because you go somewhere else and the new team is like, this is how we do it here. And like, what? But in Memphis, no, we ain't saying Memphis no more, man. And so when you have the kind of precipitous fall that Ja's had in terms of reputation, like you guys said, the guy thought he was going to be the face of the league. He's exciting. And Zaz, I would argue with you, they have been winning. They're like, winning in our league should not be just, did they win a title? No, then shut the hell up.
Oh, but they've been at first round one time.
I mean, but they've had injuries and all that, but they've been winning, right? Like years and years ago, people got upset. I made a De'Aaron Fox comparison to John Morant, and my thing was like, yeah, because De'Aaron Fox doesn't win shit. You want to talk about a guy who's never won? Like, there it is. Like, John Morant objectively makes his team better. Objectively, they win games. Objectively, he's gotten them to a point. And then from there, like I said, he's let himself down and let everybody else down with some of his behaviors and his actions. But the reality is, he gets to a new situation, they're not going to, unless it's someone more desperate than Memphis, they're not going to put up with that shit. And here is one of those places where they don't put up with that shit. And the beauty of Miami is that the word is out already. It's not like you got traded to, let's say, Charlotte, and it's all right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Like, oh shit, but like, wait a second. I played you guys.
Yeah, I know who you guys are. No metal balls are your best guy.
Yeah,
what?
You can't act that way now with me. Like Miami, however good or bad they are as a program winning, you know when you step in the horror stories. Oh, they do the body fat thing. Oh, da-da-da. Like, oh, man, Coach Spo don't play.
Well, look, the first thing Blake Griffin said on that Amazon Prime broadcast was he looked right to his left to UD and said you wouldn't allow this if you were still in that locker room, right?
But that's why I go back to Memphis allowing, right? Whether it's teammates, whether it's front office, whether it's the coaching staff. They allowed that shit to happen. He's messing up like that. Nobody put him in check. No one in his inner circle, no one in the locker room, no one upstairs, no one in the coaching staff, right? Again, I get it. It's his responsibility first before we point any fingers at all these other people. But even as he's messing up, when everybody else just kind of was, John, what are you going to do? Like, as if that's your attitude, you have contributed. You're not the main contributor. He is, but you have absolutely contributed.
Yeah.
The Miami thing is really interesting from multiple perspectives, right? Because you look at that locker room, you look at that organization, it's the perfect place to sort of check him where he is and get him to buy in. But their open offense right now was just implemented by a consultant, Noah LaRouche.
That name sounds familiar.
Noah is the guy who implemented this offense in Memphis. So you can look at it one of two ways.
The offense while Ja was out, right? Like, it was more so when he wasn't playing, no?
I mean, look, it's the offense that they're still playing.
They made
and he's
a
clearly not
decision.
happy.
Correct.
They made a decision to go to a more motion-based offense. Last year, I might have added Taylor Jenkins was not the reason they did that. And then Taylor Jenkins ends up getting fired. Him and Noah LaRoche. They were the only two that got fired from the staff because of an offense that they didn't like for some reason. They end up going to more pick-and-roll stuff to end the season, and that's what got them into the playing in the playoffs. But the point remains, the guy who was kind of the brains behind, the architect, I should say, behind that system, was a consultant here in Miami. And for this offense that they're really excited about and it seems to be working, which, regardless of who the architect is, seems to be antithetical from the way that Ja wants to play.
That's exactly right. And so you can look at it one of two ways, right? Either you get him to buy in. He already knows how this offense works because it's been implemented at his previous spot. And it works perfectly because he does seem like the type of athlete and basketball player who can really benefit from this type of offense. Or you're trading for a guy who has out loud said, I don't like the style of basketball that you play, and he becomes a malcontent in a locker room that is getting along in an incredible way right now after dealing with a malcontent last year.
Yeah, it's tough because you found something that's successful and you found great chemistry, and at the same time, you know that this incarnation of the Heat has a ceiling, and that ceiling is not championship, and it's probably not even conference finals.
Heat fans are a living embodiment, though, of a meme. Anytime a superstar is available in this situation, Heat fans will naturally think that it's their time to go whale hunting. But they do make a lot of sense. You look at the teams in the lay of the land, they probably make the most sense in terms of a team that could use his services in a place with a culture that might be strong enough to absorb him at this stage in his development. But it does seem a little risky, and you did just have a superstar nuke your season last year. Despite all we'd point to, hey, we have Bam, he'd be a good leader. I know Jimmy's at a different stage in his career, but they weren't able to corral Jimmy at the end.
Oh, look, it's Peanut Pete, man.
Look at that guy.
Hampton Farms' own Peanut Pete just hanging out in the office.
This is very exciting. He wants to come in.
Does he?
He wants to take part in our nominees today for Nuttiest Fan.
What?
Oh, what up, though?
A celebrity in our midst. It's Peanut Pete.
We've been chopping these sweet honey peanuts. My God.
I dapped him up, my bad. I should have high-fived.
Let me tell the people, the Nuttiest Fan is brought to you by Hampton Farms. Get nutty with Hampton Farms, the official peanut of bowl season. Vote for your favorite Nutty Fan at Le Batard Show on Instagram. We have 2 nominees today, both coming from the Colorado Boulders.
Huh.
What?
The Colorado Boulders. I like that team.
The Buffalo.
The Buffaloes.
That's my bad.
Yeah.
There's 2 nominees. We have a fan with a 6-pack.
A fan with a 6-pack?
It should be the Boulders.
It should be the Boulders, right?
Yeah.
So we have a fan here with a 6-pack classic. He shaved his belly hair to
Looks
look
like
like
Artie
a 6-pack. And then we have Andy
look like Artie
Reid.
Lang. Wow.
And then we have Andy Reid.
Wow.
Shirtless.
Whoa.
At the Boulder.
At the Boulders game, yeah.
In Boulder.
Is that Andy Reid?
I think it's Andy Reid. I don't think he would have missed a Colorado Boulders game. I think he would have been there.
Big quarterback change for the Boulders.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a good name.
Can I throw in a third nominee? I know this is supposed to be a football thing, but I got one from college basketball. I don't know if any of you guys saw
Season starts today. I'm so ready.
What do we got here?
Lemoyne against Dillard. Guy goes up, misses the dunk, lands, and then I'm assuming he feigns an injury because he just happens to grab his leg a second later, then limps on the wrong leg, then has to kind of call out. Then he's limping on the other leg now. And as he's going, the crowd is going nuts, including one guy grabbing his knee.
They're on the ground grabbing their leg.
That's a good crowd right there.
We don't have the audio, Zaz.
Crowd going
that
what?
guy with the look at me, he's limping. He's got the leg.
Zaz, we don't have the audio.
I don't know.
What they're saying, I swear to God, you can hear it on the broadcast. They're all yelling, "My leg! My leg!" Here we go.
Injury. He faked the injury. Lord. All over.
Yeah, no.
It's so good.
It is so good. That's what being a good fan is, folks. Not obscenities, not talking about someone's mom or personal stuff. Just ridiculing a guy for what he just did.
Throwing yourself on the floor and pretending you also have the same injury he faked.
Not storming the field, throwing U's upside down.
He's limping on the
You
wrong
hear,
leg.
you hear him?
He's wearing different color shoes, too.
That's the thing. When you wear the Kobe Grinches and then the reverse Grinches, you got to make that
you
dunk.
gotta
You
make
cannot
Look at that
sit there
guy.
and try to make that
Look at
dunk.
him. Look at him limping.
What do we think, Peanut Pete? You
That's
like
a
that?
hot crowd.
You like all those, huh? All of them. Look at that. He's very emotive.
Great to finally meet you, Peanut
Yeah. Thanks with all the peanuts.
Love that guy.
Wow. Look at, we got
What flavor did you get?
I got salted and roasted. Kind of like that guy. He got salted and roasted.
Colorado Boulders.
The Colorado Boulders. Thanks a lot, Peanut Pete. We appreciate you.
Just loiter around.
Yeah, hang out if you can. Partake. we got breakfast, we got coffee, we got some Coke cans that are always hot somehow at lunchtime.
You already had some.
How does that happen?
See ya.
Why is the soda always warm at lunchtime?
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. So these days are just getting shorter, right? It's dark at like 4:30, 5 o'clock now, and I swear it's messing with me. And that's when it hits you. This time of year can be tough for a lot of people. And look, we all get busy. Sports, work, family. But it's still important to check in with the people you love. Text friends, call your mom, hit up that one buddy you haven't seen since last season. You never know who might really need to hear from you. BetterHelp's all about that too. Reaching out, connecting, talking it out. Their therapists are licensed, trained, and matched to you based on what you need. They've been doing this for over 12 years, helped over 5 million people, and they've got a 4.9 rating from over 1.7 million reviews. Reach out, check in. You'll probably end up asking yourself, why didn't I do this sooner? This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take the first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/DLB. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DLB. You ever try to name all your financial accounts and what they're actually worth, like your 401k, your investments, your house? Yeah, I couldn't either. Most of us can't. And when you don't know, you're basically leaving money on the table. Feel organized and confident in your finances with Monarch, an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean interface on your laptop or your phone. And right now, just for our listeners, Monarch is offering 50% off your first year with code Dan at monarch.com. I started using Monarch and I found an old 401k from an old job that I totally forgot about, and it was worth way more than I thought. I also realized I wasn't saving as much as I imagined. Monarch shows you everything, your spending, your investments, even how much cash is just sitting there doing nothing. No spreadsheets, no chaos, just a clear view of your money. You can share with your partner too, which means fewer fights about who spent what at Target and how much the baby actually needs. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code Dan at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code Dan.
Mike Ryan here. Want to talk to you about the official ticketing partner of the Dan Le Batard Show, Game Time. That's right. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's a hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use. I use it often, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included. So what you see is what you pay. They're not tricking you, folks. Zone deals, favorites, panoramic seat views, the low price guarantee, their unparalleled ticket coverage, which means your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. I can go on and on. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code Dan for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DAN for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Dan Le Batard.
You getting started on the breakfast flan?
Oh, man, I've been singing a song to myself all morning long. Breakfast flan.
Stugotz.
Have you never heard the breakfast flan song?
Hit me with it.
Okay. I wish I had some breakfast flan. Breakfast flan. Where can I find a breakfast like that?
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
I mean, I was looking at the 2019 NBA draft.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, that's the John Morant.
That's the one.
Williamson, right?
Yeah,
that's the day I interviewed him, and he said my dad was my biggest hater.
I'm going to give you guys the top 10 real quick.
Okay.
Zion went 1.
Okay, yeah.
Ja Morant went 2.
Exciting.
Pelicans are 0-7, by the way.
But Pelicans, we need to talk about them later.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We got to talk about them.
I don't think we do.
RJ Barrett went 3.
He's having a little bit of revival.
DeAndre Hunter 4.
Solid.
Not bad. Darius Garland 5.
Yeah, good. All-star, yeah.
Never plays.
Jarrett Culver, not in the league anymore.
Oh, my. You went 6?
I like that.
Yeah, he went 6.
Jesus.
Kobe White.
Injured, but also has had a revival of late.
Jackson Hayes.
I guess
Okay,
playing
fine.
for the Lakers. Sure.
Hurt the Heat last night.
Rui Hachimura.
Was he one of the white guys?
No. Oh, that's in the weekend observations. Please hold on to that thought.
Yeah, please hold. And to round it out at 10, Cam Reddish. So just like a
Also, I
not
don't
good,
think he's
not
in the
good
league.
top 10.
Nah, he's in Turkey.
Ooh.
I think he's in Turkey.
Who's a few
Fenerbahce,
picks
I
after
wanna
that?
say.
PJ Washington.
There you go.
And after that?
Jeremy, who do you
Tyler
want to
Hero
say?
right after.
Tyler
Oh,
Hero.
I was going to say Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton, second round
Nick Claxton
pick.
later on. Yeah,
Daniel
first pick,
Gafford, second round pick.
Ty Jerome.
Ty Jerome, late first round pick.
Jordan Poole, first round pick.
Jordan Poole, late first round pick.
Speaking of the Pelicans.
Ty Jerome just
It's just
owned the Heat last year in that postseason series.
The thing is that you think about these massive drafts, and it's like next year a big draft for the NBA, and then you kind of do the math 5 years later, and it's like, oh, this kind of sucked.
Look, I've got
Well,
the draft.
big draft, by the way, only means like it's got 2 or 3 guys at the top who are really good. That's all it means.
This is what I'll do. I've got the picks in front of me, and I'll tell you, Zion went 1, and we all thought he was going to go 1, and I guess people would argue he would still go 1. I would say that I wish his career had been managed better. Again, I know it sounds like I'm absolving the kid and putting it all on the system, whatever. But when a dude comes to a team dinner and orders a pitcher of Coke, not like a Coke, let me do
just for himself?
a pit just for, you know how like restaurants, when they want to do refills, instead of just keep coming back, they just put a pitcher of Coke.
What are they, a Pizza Hut? A pitcher of Coke?
A pitcher of Coke, yeah. Like when you see that, like that's ultimately like there's a sign that there's some control issues there. Ja Morant, still a great player. RJ Barrett struggled with the Knicks, but has had a lot more success in Toronto, kind of growing into who he should have been, which is a guy who should never have the ball in his hand, should be coming off of down screens and playing like a...
Yeah, RJ Barrett's a worthy top 5 pick in a draft.
I'd probably put Garland in front of him.
I would put Garland in front of
RJ Barrett.
Absolutely. Hunter, solid player. But even on draft day, I was like, he's an upperclassman. He's okay, but he's not.
Just won the national title.
Yeah, but he was just a solid player. Culver, I was like, what? Kobe White was, again, has found himself recently. I don't know if we would consider him a top 10 talent even now. But
who he play for?
Chicago.
So he's still in Chicago.
Yeah, he's just hurt. He's hurt.
5-0 Chicago Bulls.
Oh, they lost.
Jackson Hayes flamed out.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
they lost to the Knicks. Yeah.
Big win for the Knicks last
Didn't catch that one. Josh Giddey's playing well.
Yes, he is. Playing really well.
He played really well in the season last year.
Yes, he did. They went 15-5 to end the season last year. Yeah. Then it's like you get to Jackson Hayes, Rui Hachimura, Cam Reddish. Like, there were question marks on all of those guys on draft day. Jackson Hayes was like, he's very raw. Rui Hachimura, he's kind of old and undersized a little bit and not a good shooter at the time. Cam Reddish was like, he's talented, but a kind of a space cadet. Cam Johnson, he's old, but he's reliable. He's actually had a much better career than I thought he would have.
He has.
PJ Washington has really turned out really well.
Solid.
Like especially since coming to Dallas.
He's
Tyler
a Heat
Hero.
killer.
Tyler Hero's okay. No,
We're going through the 2019 draft class instead of talking about Game 7 of the World Series.
It is pretty wild.
This
Tyler
is
Hero
unbelievable.
would look good.
I mean, we were talking about
2019 NBA draft class.
We're talking about Ja Morant.
Yeah, talking about Ja Morant.
Oh, okay.
So if we have to redraft this, right? Who goes 1?
It's still Zion 1 and Ja Morant.
Really?
You think Zion still goes 1?
Yeah.
Knowing what you know?
What? So you're saying Ja would be 1?
I don't even know if Ja would be 1.
Who would it be then? It would be Ja.
It'd be Ja, man.
It would be Ja.
Ja.
Hero's got a...
He's not
for
going
number 1 overall.
Okay, who's 1? Don't give me some...
Who's the best player today? Who's the best at basketball today?
Player for your life.
And we know who the most talented player on that
I'd
list
probably
is.
go Ja 1.
Ja is the most talented player on that list. What's going on with Ja is between the years and his approach to the game.
Well, I mean, you could argue the same thing about Zion, man. You could argue the same
Right.
thing.
But I've seen... I like Ja's ceiling higher than Zion's ceiling.
This is what I would say. Whenever Zion plays, he is legitimately a Hall of Famer.
It could be 2020 if he played and had his head on straight.
He would never be 2020 because he doesn't grab 20 rebounds.
He doesn't rebound enough.
He doesn't rebound well, which he didn't do in college either, by the way.
If he applied himself, he could grab
If he applied himself, he wouldn't look like the Goodyear blimp.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
That's what I'm saying. He applied himself.
He's in better shape now. But yeah, I think Zion ultimately, because if we're doing caveats about between the years, and I got to go Ja number one still. But Zion number one still. Ja is right there with him, which is ironic because it's kind of how people felt a little bit on the draft day. But then it's like Darius Garland would be 3.
And Hero 4.
I think Garland and Hero, like, that's a toss-up.
Yeah.
I don't think Garland.
Hero will be 3 or 4.
I don't think so. I think I'd rather have Garland than Hero.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with the injuries, both obviously having injuries?
They both have injuries. I'd go with Garland.
Are the Heat about to trade Hero for Ja Morant?
I don't think so.
The trade works, by the way. I put it in the machine. Machine. It works.
Oh, you got that trade machine cooking?
Let me pull it up real quick.
I mean, you know about that trade machine?
I mean,
tell me about it.
Let me ask something. We hear, Andy Ellsberg, the Heat, salary cap, all that stuff. He's amazing at it. Do NBA executives pull up the ESPN trade machine?
No, they have their own in-house proprietary thing that is way more complex and sophisticated.
Okay.
Now, Real GM, which was the first to have the trade machine, they are one of the proprietary software people. So they have a souped-up version that they license to teams.
Gotcha.
But yeah, everyone kind of uses something more sophisticated than what we have available.
Good business model for them. We get this, we sell it to you.
Great business model.
You use it.
You know who else had a great business model like that? Little outfit called Draft Express. Yes, we do scouting, and then we sell you scouting reports too. And then they turn around and sell it back to the Australian teams and stuff like that. It's a very, very, very sophisticated hustle that Draft Express was going with.
You got that NBA trade machine?
I got the trade machine rolling, Zaz. There we go. Grizzlies acquired Tyler Hero and Kashad Johnson.
Do we have to give up any picks?
No picks for Ja Morant straight up.
Wow.
And it passes.
Yeah, it passes the trade machine.
Passes the trade machine in money.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones where it's like you're holding and holding and holding, and she's already gone. She's left. She's like wait, I'm still holding.
Like,
I'm still holding.
You guys there? Hello?
Yeah. By myself.
I mean, the Grizzlies would never do that trade without at least a pick or two being involved.
I don't know that the Heat would in this scenario move Hero for Morant simply because of, well, A, they know that Tyler is bought into what they're doing, and that does matter at the moment. But B, all we've heard from all of the at least national reporters and even the local reporters is, the Heat are really interested in having flexibility this offseason.
Tyler with the flexibility.
Flexibility.
Don't
worry about it.
It's the question of whether or not.
When's the last time that flexibility mattered?
Never.
I'm just talking about whether or not you think that committing $42 million and $44 million over the next couple of years to Ja Morant, who presently is all of the things that you just described.
Oh, you don't have to. I mean, look, I'm not in on Ja Morant. I think the Heat are going to be, but me personally, I'm not in on Ja Morant.
This is when people say this, I always fire back with this. How many times, Mike, you can back me up on this, are people like, oh, we don't want him, and then he goes somewhere and it's like, damn, he's pretty good, man. I wish we had kind of gone after him.
Pascal Siakam, one of those.
James Harden.
Where he thought that they were too good for Pascal Siakam. No. We need something bigger than that.
I'm just talking about from what we've heard in terms of what the Heat's approach is planned to be this offseason. Now, they might not have considered that Ja would be available now, and that could change what the thought process would be. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm saying based off of what we know today, it would surprise me if a Hero for Morant move was made. I don't know about the future.
The rebuttal is basically this. You get the flexibility because you hope to add a talent that's as good as Ja Morant.
Exactly.
It's the old Family Guy bit. Like, a boat's a boat, but the mystery box could be anything. It could be a boat, right? Like, if we're trying to have this flexibility because we're going big game hunting, and here comes big game in the room, and we're like, no, I need this for when I go big game hunting later. And like, on big game.
No, but not that big game. Another big game.
Or not big game right now or whatever. And again, the thing that I always remind people, you almost never get a superstar who's happy with his situation. Like, you're always getting someone where things have flamed out a little bit and their prior stop.
Is there a collective package that exists that does not include Tyler Hero? I just wonder, I have the question as to whether or not you can do that, right? Because Norman Powell is here, and he has not been offered an extension either, right? So do you make this move with the idea of, hey, some of those younger guys, Andrew Wiggins, who we all know the Heat at least came into
Better
the
not
season
mention Jaime
being-
Jaquez, because I'll tell you what, we're going to have a conversation about Jaime Jaquez.
Are you bought in?
We're going to have a conversation
6
about
games
him.
in,
We're gonna have a conversation about him.
Cody, I think we're going to have a conversation right now.
Of the day.
Tony, if we're going
Zaz?
to talk MVP,
I care about you, Zaz.
we better have a conversation about Jaime Jaquez Jr. He better be in the conversation for MVP. Do you understand what he's... Last night, Jaime Jaquez, 31 points, 8 rebounds off the bench. He was 11 of 16 from the floor. Do you understand? He went to the free throw line 13 times.
We don't need Ja Morant. We got Ja Morant.
If we're going to talk about MVP, better have a conversation about Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Got a great plus minus on the season too.
Of course he does.
Those stats are crazy.
A win would have been nice.
That's a tough trade.
Come on.
No, Norm Powell, no time of
win.
year,
You care about wins and losses right now? What's wrong with you?
Dude, how crazy is Luka?
That's why he's my MVP.
Dude, I'm going to tell you something. You know what?
Of the day.
Luka, I got a stat of the day. You know what? Pull up the stat of the day music. This is the insane thing.
Start of the day, start of the day. This is start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. This is start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. This is start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. This is start of the day.
Shout out to Outkast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. They produced that one for us. Yeah.
Big boy Andre
Dungeon
2000 did
Family,
our...
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Luka Doncic is averaging 41 points a game through 4 games, right?
What's he ever done?
This is the craziest part of this. Somehow that's not crazy to me. What's crazy to me is he's shooting 78% on 2-point field goals. Well, everything inside the 3-point arc, he's shooting 78%. That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane. And let's just say, how many attempts? 13 attempts a game. He's not missing. Like, your best hope as a defender right now is that he says, I'm going to try this 3-pointer.
A step back one at that.
A step back one at that.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Oh, man.
His plan has backfired.
Go on.
His plan has backfired in a big way. Sciatica, no one believes that. LeBron doesn't have sciatica. All right, your grandma has sciatica. LeBron doesn't have sciatica.
I have sciatica.
He's sitting there on the bench like a gargoyle, expecting this Laker team to stink with his phony sciatica holdout. So he returns. Oh, thank God. You see how important I am? The Lakers are 5-2, while LeBron is sitting back and watching.
Look at this.
This has backfired on LeBron in
the
a
Heat back?
big way.
All it took was getting rid of Rozier. I told you. Now we got to choose between LeBron and Ja Morant.
Well, what's crazy is that now also you can't use Rozier as part of the salary filler in any of these moves.
The Heat are being
That's the part.
punished.
They're
Yep.
being absolutely screwed.
I'm glad you brought
by
that
the
up
NBA
because I heard, oh, this is so good for the Heat. Now I'm like, no, this is bad for
This
the
is a
Heat.
nightmare. This is the worst case scenario. You're not only not getting any of the picks
You're
back,
stuck
you're not
like
getting
Chuck.
anything. You're stuck. You can't move him. And that was kind of the only reason I think you hold on to Rozier going into this season was to be able to make a move at the deadline where you can use that salary, and now that's gone.
Barry Jackson asked all the relevant questions, which is, how much did everyone know? Did the league know? Did the Hornets know? This is at the time of the trade. Did
Of course
they know?
they knew.
Seems like everybody knew, except the Heat.
And if they knew, then there's kind of gross negligence by the NBA to not have the Heat informed on that, because not only, like you said, the giving up of the picks, but like the insolvency. I can't cut him because he's just going to sit on my books.
Yep.
And I can't trade him because he's just off the table now. What am I supposed to do?
You just have to put money in an escrow account. That's all you're allowed to do.
Got another trade machine.
Yeah.
Draw Morant.
Draw Morant.
Draw Morant.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins and Nikola Jovic.
Who we getting?
For John Morant.
Okay, hold
Andrew
on.
Wiggins and Jovic.
Wiggins and
Hold on.
Jovic.
Look,
for Morant.
Jeremy, you know what Jeremy just did? He tried to hold, but you gave him that one, and this is exactly. Yeah, it happens.
I'm intrigued. I want to draw Morant.
Mike, get on that. Notepad, paper.
Colorado Boulders.
Now's a good time to remember where tequila's story truly began. In 1795, Cuervo invented tequila.
Cuervo.
What are you doing here?
Cuervo. Anytime someone says Cuervo, I show up.
Well, I do know that to be true, but even during ad reads, like...
Cuervo.
I think you could lay out, especially for one of our great partners.
Sweet, delicious Cuervo.
Since then, Cuervo has stayed true to its roots. The same family, the same land, the same passion.
Cuervo.
So, enjoy the tequila that started it all. Cuervo.
Cuervo.
The tequila that invented tequila. Proximo. Cuervo.com. Please drink responsibly.